Okay, so hi guys, and in this video, I'm going to be reading a story about roundinating. That's still a hard word to say. So it's like a game where you're supposed to it's supposed to give you random coordinates, and then you're supposed to go to like this random place, probably like something like this, like in the middle of the woods, something like this, or like a house or something like it's abandoned. But anyway, dangerous hobby, beware how roundinouting really destroyed my life. So I've lived in a pretty structured life. School, work, jam, same places, faces and patterns. Life has been really great. A little predictable but not boring. I've had great luck over the years and kept a very routine schedule that my friends like to tease me about. I came across this Phantom project in Running Out subreddit a few months ago. Reading about what breaking out of the Matrix really intrigued me. I read trips and reports and read the wiki and through. I felt like my life was scripted and wanted to break out of the norm, just out of curiosity and for the thrill of it. And this is where my problems began. My randomiting experiences were definitely weird. Random occurrences abounded. I ended up in places near my work and some home I had never been. I witnessed a random gang fight, saw an older man fall into a ditch when no one was around but me and other things I normally would never witness. I would get an eerie feeling every time I was out randoming. The spare meme is 100% real. These feelings started with me even after ending a trip. I just felt like I was breaking a rule or asking for trouble. Things started falling apart around me in a way that they never had before. We had exceptionally bad weather and a huge tree fell in front of my home, missing the house entirely, but crushing my brand new truck that I never park in the driveway except for this one time. A few days later, I'm catching a bus to get to work when the bus I'm in hits a car while making a turn. The car was being driven by my boss. It was definitely a very weird coincidence. Things kept going wrong all around me. My cat suddenly goes missing, and after searching for her for days, my neighbor tells me he found her floating in his pool, dead. I go fishing to help de-stress, and while standing on the riverbank, I become aware of a huge swarm of wasps buzzing near my head. Apparently there was a nest near that I had disturbed. I end up with the wasp stings me all over my back and my head and my neck. Worst pain I have ever felt. For Thanksgiving, I traveled out of the town to be with relatives. I tell everyone about my string of bad luck. It made for great conversation. I felt things were finally turning back to normal. When I return home, I am exhausted from traveling and go straight to bed without checking to make sure all my windows and doors are locked. That night, a random man broke into my house and got off with a bunch of electronics while I was sleeping. My cameras caught this person. It was someone I had never seen in my quiet neighborhood where break-ins are unheard of. He also steals my wallet and went on a shopping spree that same night at a 24-hour Walmart. I called the police and spent days tracking my stuff down. I searched Craigslist and found a few items. The hassle of dealing with police, banks, and insurance companies were breaking my spirit. I installed a security system to monitor the doors and windows. Two shady-looking guys come up to do the installation. They end up screwing up my electricity in my kitchen and I'm left without power for days. The wiring was poorly done, and I felt like they were causing my place to break in later. Ooh, they were gonna break into his house. Getting the alarm company to fix the problem they created was another nightmare I wish on no person. I now sleep armed and with one eye open. I constantly check on my security cameras. All of this occurred within 1 or 2 months of me embarking on this rented out journey. Here are my beliefs. Visiting a tractor in void locations definitely disturbed the matrix. It also opens up to attract randomness. I believe I became an attractor or void point, and I am not sure if this is still ongoing. Sometimes it is better to stay in the matrix. We have patterns and routines because they kept us safe and out of harm's way. Messing with the systems means we are fully exposed to the randomness of the universe, or any potential evil that may be out there. I feel like something was bad or evil about this whole thing, but I couldn't name it specifically. I was testing my boundaries and lost all protection. Please be careful. These are real consequences to become deeply involved with the advancement project. So that's what Rondonautica is. And if you've seen it on TikTok, you probably see about the people who ran into this dead body in a suitcase. And it took 3 hours for the police to get there. So anyway, so I hope you really enjoyed this video. There is a feather on the porch. Oh, it was that dead bird. But anyway, that dead bird's not there anymore. It was like a week ago. But anyway, so I hope you enjoyed this video and goodbye.